Okay, question 14 is all about linear graphs. So it says complete this table for y equals 2x minus 3. So you've already filled in 3 of them for us, we just need to fill in the last 2. Okay, so rather than us having x in the equation, I'm going to change it, I'm going to substitute it for a 3. I will start with the bigger numbers and work down, especially if you're going from positive to negative, because it just makes it a bit easier. Okay, so we're going to have 2 times 3, take away 3. 2 times 3 is 6, take away 3 is 3. So that's the first one. And now we're going to substitute x for 1. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2, take away 3 is minus 1. Okay, so those are those two answers. Then part B says on the grid below, draw the graph y equals 2x minus 3 for values of x from 0 to 4. So you're just going to use the table of values from part 1 to now turn them into a graph. So these now become coordinates. Alright, so the first coordinate is going to be 0, minus 3. So I'm going to go along 0 and then down to minus 3. So I've done that one. Next one, 1 minus 1. So go along 1, down minus 1. Done that one. 2, 1. Go along 2, up 1. Done that. 3, 3. Go along 3, up 3. Takes us to there. And then 4, 5. So go along to 4 and then up 5. Okay. Now lots of people think they finished once they get to this point here. Okay. But actually, to finish off, you now need to connect up these points to actually draw your graph out. Now, I've left all of my rulers at school, so I'm going to do it freehand, but when you do it, when you're practicing and when you're doing an exam, you should be using a ruler. Okay, so that is my graph. So that's part A and B. Now, if we go on to C, okay, it says line L is drawn on the grid below. Work out the equation of line L. Now it's a linear graph, so it's going to take the form y equals mx plus c, and c is the y-axis intercept. That just means where it crosses the y-axis, okay, and m is our gradient, and that talks about the direction and the steepness of the line, of the graph, I should say. So, start off with C first. Okay, where does this graph cross the y-axis? Well, it crosses it at this point up here. It crosses it at 7. So we know that the graph is going to be y equals something x plus 7. Okay, and getting that plus 7 gives you 1 mark, just from seeing where it crosses the y-axis. Right? From there we need to find the gradient. Okay, and to calculate the gradient, okay, we do rise over run. Okay, so to do this you've got to pick 2 points on your graph, 2 coordinates on your graph. Okay, and we're going to connect them up to make a right angle triangle. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is calculate the rise. So how many squares have I gone up on my triangle? I've gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 goes on the top. And the run, now be careful here, you've gone across 1, 2. Okay, not 4. You've gone across 4 squares, but on the scale, you've gone across 2. You've gone 1, 2. Okay, now 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Okay, and this here is a negative graph. So if your graph goes down like this, it's a negative graph. If your graph goes up like that, it is a positive graph. This one's negative, so the gradient is going to be negative 2.5. So I'm going to pop that into our equation here. So it's be y equals 2.5 x plus 7.